Good morning, listeners. I'm your boy, Satin Genal, the Pan Africanist. Today we are going to talk about God and Africa. The Bible says, in the beginning there was God. God created everything, and at the end, the Bible says, with his own hands, he got soil and said, let's create a man in our own likeness. He got soil. When you come back to reality, I want us to bring these things to reality. When you come back to reality, the, God got soil in the Garden of Eden and molded Adam, implying that if God really got soil in the Garden of Eden, the soil was black because it's very difficult for a garden to be planted on the brown soil, implying the soil was black and Adam was black. And if Adam was black, and the Bible says, let's create a man in our own likeness, perhaps I have a feeling that God was also black. Now, what went wrong? If the Garden of Eden was planted in the east, and according to the world map, it's Africa that is east, implying that the Garden of Eden was in the east. And when you look at the world, the equator cuts across Africa, and the longitude also cuts across Africa, implying that the middle of the world is in Africa. God gave all the beautiful things to Africa. Say gold, say copper, say diamond, say iron ore, say aluminium, everything. When it comes to rivers and lakes, God gave Africa abundant of rivers and lakes, fresh waters, and made sure Africa is bounded by oceans, oceans and seas. Say the Red Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the African Ocean. I don't know why the Indian Ocean is called so. It would be called the African Ocean because it touches Africa from all the corners of life. Now, with all these good things and abundance of resources, why are Africans backward? I don't say Africans are poor, no. If we were poor, Indians wouldn't come here. You can't go to a poor family, no. Everyone rushes to a rich family. Africa is rich, only that we are backward. Because we have the other touch of God, the feeling of God, our hearts are pure. We have that purity, heavenly created purity. At the beginning, the Arabs came here, we welcomed them, they abused us, they enslaved us. And the only thing why the first people to take slaves from Africa were Arabs. Have you ever asked yourself why we don't have so many blacks, why we don't have blacks in Arab countries, yet we have blacks in European countries and American countries who took slaves later? It's because when Arabs took African slaves, they reached there and castrated the men. So there was no reproduction in the Arab slaves. The African slaves who were taken to Arab countries. When the Arabs came here, because we have that hospitality, Africa up to now, we welcome them as fellow human beings, not knowing that we are welcoming wolves. They abused us and went. The Portuguese came, we welcomed them, we gave them food, we gave them escorts to escort them in the wilderness. They also abused us, they tortured us, they went. The Europeans came, we welcomed them, we gave them good food, we welcomed them in our king's palaces. They abused us, they colonized us, they brought administrators and went. As if that wasn't enough, the Indians came. The Indians came, they traded here, they brought guns, they took our ivory, they started businesses, did the profit repatriation to India, and they went because of our good heart, of our purity and hospitality. The Lebanese came, they did the same, they took whatever they wanted, they abused us, they went. The Americans came in the way of decolonizing Africa. They stole our resources. They took our human resource in the way of brainwashing. They created conflicts. They divided us. They disorganized the last hope of African development and went. As if that's not enough, the Indians came back in the name of trade. They traded with us. They painted all the towns, Indian shops and supermarkets and hardwares, and did the same again, profit repatriation, and they took back their countries. The Chinese came. Every African country is like, hey, China is good, China is good, China is good. I'm here, I'm not a prophet, but I want to warn my fellow Africans about the way we are prioritizing China. In every field now, China is intact. We are welcoming Chinese. I assure you, one day they will disappoint us the way other whites disappointed us. Look at Russia. Russia is now an African darling. Everywhere you go, let it be military, let it be technician, let it be what. Everyone is saying, oh, Russia, 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 Russia. I want to assure you, after Russia getting what she wants in Africa, Russia has also come to get her share. China has also come to get her share. We don't have like a brotherhood collaboration with those people. The only thing I urge you is reverse the history, go back to reality, right from the Bible. When Jesus was born, when King Herod wanted to kill Jesus, Jesus was rushed to Egypt. I have a feeling beyond doubt that Jesus was black. Because if Jesus was white and he was brought to an African country to be hidden, he would be easily identified. He would be easily spotted as an odd man out amongst the children of Egypt. He couldn't hide there. You couldn't bring a white child to be hidden in a black country. The message would have ran immediately back to King Herod and say, there is a white boy in Egypt and we think that might be Jesus, the one you're looking for. And Jesus would be followed and killed in Egypt. So, right from creation, right from the Garden of Eden, when we reverse everything back to reality, we are the superior race, we are the first race, and even the former name of Africa, Al-Keblan. In every video, I will emphasize Al-Keblan and I will talk about Al-Keblan. Al-Keblan, according to our indigenous languages, it means the origin of all mankind, which is simply interpreted as the Garden of Eden, implying that all the races we have in the world originated from Africa. And everything starts here in Africa. We are not only the superhuman race, but we are the beginning of mankind. All the Europeans trace their origin from the shores of Lake Turkana, according to the DNA test that was made from the bones of the child discovered at the shores of Lake Turkana, who is estimated to have been 12 years old. And according to the discovery of Old Bay Gorge and the current discovery in Uganda in Napaka district of a woman who was tall 5 meters. Let's reverse our history. Let's study our history. Let's follow the history of our country, the history of our continent, the history of our motherland, Africa, and make Africa great again. Thank you. If you're listening, if you're watching, and if you're a Pan-African, go to the comment section, tag your country of origin, and we go. We make Africa great again.